What's going on, Dragon Ball Z fans? UnrealEntGaming here today, joined by the legendary Super Saiyan Paul and the Fatal Brotherhood Gaming, and today we're going to be discussing more surrounding Dragon Ball Super, in particular the Battle of Gods movie, and if we believe that Battle of Gods is going to have no direct connection with Dragon Ball Super. And what we mean by that is, after reviewing the first manga chapter for Dragon Ball Super, we actually came to notice something very odd here. Now, in Battle of Gods, it was stated actually by the Supreme Kai and whatnot that Beerus has been asleep, I'm assuming, for approximately 39 years. Am I correct here, guys?
Around there.
It's been around that time frame. Beerus has been asleep for a very long time. He wakes up for the first time in a long time in Battle of Gods, and he learns about Frieza's death. He learns about Goku being, a Saiyan that's on Earth who's, significantly strong and whatnot. But the only thing that's conflicting here with Dragon Ball Super is the fact that Dragon Ball Super's opening manga takes place right after Kid Buu, and we get to see Goku and, Goten and whatnot interacting. He's fighting, Frieza's Cell and Majin Buu in his head. And then on the flip side of things, we get to see Beerus, on a far-off distant planet conducting business, blowing up planets. So what are your thoughts on that? Because it just doesn't make any sense here. If the Kai is revealed in Battle of Gods that Beerus has been asleep for a long duration of time, why is he awake so early? I mean, does he wake up and go back to sleep and then wake up again for Battle of Gods? It just doesn't make any sense. So what is your overall opinion on this?
All right, so that last slide on that manga screwed everything up right there, because Supreme Kai senses him, Elder Kai senses him as well, and a lot of people were trying to say that it was a flashback, but it's not, because they're sensing him in the present. It's Kabito Kai, that's the present. So, therefore, that kind of means that if it continues along this track, Battle of Gods is not canon. And on top of that, he mentioned the soup that he ate was some type of miso soup that was named after, it was similar to the word Saiyan, and that gave him the thought of the Saiyan. But in the movie, didn't he get it from the prophecy Oracle Fish?
Exactly, and what doesn't make any sense here is the fact that clearly the Elder Kai and the Supreme Kai were talking about how it's been such a long time since he was awake, and the last time he was awake, there were many solar systems and many stars that have fallen before his hands. And obviously we get to see, what he does, to this planet, far off somewhere else. He gets to blow it up and whatnot. And it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have any tie-ins, because where does Battle of Gods fit in this? Like, do you think... Obviously this is before Battle of Gods. It just has to be. I mean, it's just evident. But how does the movie tie in with the show? It just doesn't make any sense because Beerus is awake.
I just think that Kid-sama is redoing everything. He doesn't the movies were there, but now he realizes that he messed up with that, and he has to redo them, retell the stories, and then with that he can actually build even more stuff off of that. Or with movies, he can't really do anything.
Or he's just following his code of conduct. All the movies are on canon.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. So you're gonna go based off of these two movies not being canon, but they are canon?
How? That last slide just uncannoned the whole thing.
It did.
But there are mangas behind the movies.
But they were very small mangas.
I mean, needless to say, they still tie in with the original concept story.
The concept is there, but not the movie itself is no longer canon. The concept is canon, but the movie itself is not.
This is where conflictions come about, because we can't really tell how far along the lines this is. I mean, we don't know if this is a week after they fought Majin Buu, a month. But Battle of Gods was set 3 years after the Battle of Kid Buu, correct? Was it 3 years or 5 years?
Wait, 5.
I mean, I'm sure it was a significant amount. It was probably either 2 to 3 years after. But again, what if the entire first chapter is maybe a year or two, before Beerus' battle in Battle of Gods, but after Kid Buu?
But he's not supposed to be awake.
He's not. He really isn't. But at the same time, it's one of two things might come into effect here. Number one, either that could be a flashback, which you're saying it's not, but I mean, it's highly possible, because...
How is it highly possible if it's in the present?
It's just Saiyans existed during his time before, when he was just, wreaking havoc all over the universe, right?
But if
so he knows of them. He ordered the destruction.
It doesn't make sense, though. Kabito Kai just witnessed a star appear. If you just witnessed a star appear, that's right after the Buu saga. That's literally right after. Well,
that is true when they fused, of course. All right, well, second theory is he woke up very briefly to conduct business. Business wasn't going accordingly, and he went back to sleep. But again, maybe it just doesn't make sense here. The year gap here is just tremendous. So what do you guys think needs to be done to fix this?
He says that like Beerus sleeps for at least a year at a time, even if it's just a quick nap. It's at least a year.
But he would have known that Frieza was dead. He didn't know Frieza was dead in the movie. He just was like, okay, where's my minion Frieza? He's dead. What? Who killed him? Like, if you're out and about space, you probably know that the salesman of your planet is alive or dead.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We really don't know what he was doing. Obviously, they tried to poison him, and he just went gaga and blew up the entire planet. But what can you do? Like, if you were the storyteller here, what can you do to tie in the movie and still keep it relevant? If there is anything you can do, because as awesome as this is, it raises so many questions, because it's like, where does the movie fit in the show? And if that, are we going to see the Red Super Saiyan God again or not? Because that was completely abolished in Resurrection F. I mean, we didn't have any reference to it. We didn't see any ritualistic performance being done for Vegeta. How was he able to transform without performing that ritual? You know? That's where I'm gunning at. I mean, especially the fact that he appeared transforming in front of Frieza for the first time, and it's just like, you ask yourself, yeah, it's awesome to see that. It's really cool to see how Vegeta finally has his moment, but how did he get there? How did he have the powers of a god without performing the ritual? Maybe within that time gap between Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, they gave him that ritual. He kind of absorbed the energy and then trained with Goku on Whis' planet. They didn't really get into detail on that, but going back to Battle of Gods, like, where do we go after this?
Maybe during like the whole episode, there'll just be like a quick snippet. Go watch the movie and you'll understand this part. And then they jump past Battle of Gods into like more.
Think the only way they could probably save the manga and make it canon from this point out, fucking cars, is because what they could do is that, like you said, he woke up for a brief moment, blew up a planet, but they didn't identify that was Beerus. If Supreme Kai or Kibito Kai says, oh my god, the Lord of Destruction at all, that's completely uncanon now. But if he does not mention Beerus at all, it's just a mystery out there in space.
So how could you fix that? If there's any way of fixing it, like, how would you tell the story behind Beerus, you know, being asleep for so long but yet still being awake?
He woke up for like a day, maybe a couple days. Then Whis had to knock him out because that bitch was getting crazy.
I mean, do you think Whis was the one to knock him out?
Most likely. But then again, he took a cat nap, so he woke up from a cat nap in Battle of Gods, not like forcefully. He was in his robes and everything, like still outfits, pajamas.
I mean, it's just, I really hope that they do incorporate the movie, because the movie was very important. I mean, the movie had its own manga. It was directly tied in with the original concept, the original story after Kid Buu and whatnot. Everything was discussed. Everything was, you know, fine and dandy. And for it to go down the way it is now, it's just like it to me, it's just, it raises so many questions. It's like, why is he awake, and what does he do during that time when he's awake? I mean, obviously he's going according to business, he's going to planets, he's blowing them up and whatnot, but I don't know, guys. I mean, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below about Battle of Gods being canon, non-canon, because remember, the only reason why we're saying non-canon is because Beerus is awake and Kibito Kai sensed him, and this was this was way before Battle of Gods. I mean, just go watch Battle of Gods. Go watch the first like 3 minutes. They clearly just get into detail on who he is, what he is, why he's awake, and whatnot. So it's just very awkward as of right now. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure the show is gonna fix it. I'm sure Akira is not falling off the bandwagon that much.
The only thing that saves him right now, that could possibly save him, is that he went back to sleep. If he goes back to sleep, because Supreme Kai can't identify him because he has God energy, and only gods can sense gods. But he recognized the planet exploded. That's all he did. He recognized that there's a planet just got blown up, but he can't identify who that is.
Well, I mean, that is the only solution here, but let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. And once again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the episode, let us know what you guys think by smashing that like button. Leave your theories and your comments in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on Battle of Gods being canon, being, you know, non-canon, at least within Dragon Ball Super? Because as we said, it just doesn't make any sense when, you know, in the movie he was referenced to be sleeping almost like 40 years, and in the TV show, or at least that's what it appears to be, he's awake. So let us know what you guys think, and once again, thank you all for watching. We hope you guys stay tuned for more. Lots more news and coverage coming about, you know, Champa and, you know, all these other characters, especially what's going to happen after Resurrection F. So let us know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching once again, and we'll be seeing you all later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.